Peace to the family. Peace, y'all. Peace, love, and light. Peace. Let me get this thing situated. Is there something like this? Let me sit this here. Shift it. Peace. Peace, love, and light. Welcome back to a Friday night. This is like a Friday night freestyle, you know? Somewhat on a late night, depending on where you at on the planet. You know, everybody's not on the East Coast, so if you tapping in and you're on the West Coast, shout out and salute to you. You know, it's not that late where you at. Wherever you at on the planet, salute. Shout out and salute to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just coming back home from a dope evening on the town or what have you. And I didn't have I got so much information in my head that I need to share. I be having to get this out of my head so I can make space for whatever's coming tomorrow, because that's how these days been stacking up. It's like there's so much information, there's so much downloads, there's so much breakthroughs, you know what I'm saying, that if you don't get it out today, by the time tomorrow comes, tomorrow is gonna, like, you gotta clear your plate off so you can make room for a whole new servants. So if we don't share information that we got today, by tomorrow it might be stale. You feel me? Or it might be so much news that comes down the pipeline that by tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, you can't even get around to it because you got all of this new information. You know what I mean? I just came from an event here in the A. Salute to the sister Karma Soul. She's a dope being, a dope person, a dope free spirit in our community. I got some drip from her daddy. Her father is a master jeweler. He's been at it for 50 years, right? His business is called the Timbuktu Colony, right? This is this dope piece of, I couldn't let it up, you know what I'm saying? I'm into specimens, and I love blue stones, fascinated by them. So I got this joint, I got this blue calcite ring, you know what I mean? So I got some new drip to add. And then I had brought some of my my classics out, you know what I'm saying? So I had to step out today. I brought that good Bitcoin piece out, you feel me? I got my Aventurine on, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got some drip, just a little bit of drip. Why? Because today's Friday, and Friday is governed by the planet Venus, and the metal that Venus governs is copper, and the color is green. So all of those things are in alignment for days like Friday, a day in which I was born. I was born on a Friday. So I take, I gravitate towards copper a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because it's an elemental stone. It's in alignment with the day that I came onto this planet. And I wear silver a lot. You feel me? I don't wear gold that much. You know, I do own gold, and I flex it every now and then. When I was younger, I used to wear gold and platinum. That was my shit. I used to wear gold and platinum. I used to ice out my platinum. I used to have, gold chains and all of that stuff. But, I'm sparingly, I do gold every now and then. You feel me? I am into these different elements. So shout out to these sisters, sacred women. They just had a dope event in the A. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from that. And it was a beautiful demonstration. Any opportunity to be around beautiful souls, good energy, you know what I'm saying, and family, those are opportunities that we should all leap towards and seize. You feel me? Because, they come few and far in between. You know what I'm saying? And there's no telling what tomorrow has in store for us. You know what I mean? So we have to be mindful and appreciative and in fullness and gratitude for every moment that we are granted life on this planet. You know, I had I was on my timeline earlier, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, certain jewelry definitely brings about good energy, you know what I'm saying? Because these stones are energy, they're representations of energy. The reason why stones in particular appreciate, right? Because you don't know, you haven't really heard too much about stones losing their value, right? Remember, there's a stock market, then there's a rock market. They don't talk to us about the rock market. I didn't know about the rock market until I started going to Arizona. You feel me? And then people in Arizona was telling me that there was certain sections that I couldn't go to at the gym show. They're like, nah, you can't go over there. I was like, why I can't go over there? They said that they're trading commodities. I said, nigga, they're doing what? He said they're trading commodities, right? He said that there was certain rare gemstones, you feel me, that, were listed and you had to have a particular license to be in this area to deal with these particular stones because these stones have an intrinsic value and they're listed. And that was the first time that I heard that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody told me that there was a rock market like the stock market. And when I started doing my research, it started making a lot of sense because rocks retain, right, their energy. So if a particular stock, because stocks are commodities, right? Not all stocks, but they have like pork barrel stocks, right? They got stocks that when you go to Chicago and they have the commodity exchange, they're trading stuff like corn, they're trading stuff like wheat, they're trading stuff like sugar, right? All of that stuff is traded on the stock market. You feel me? Now, when you come to stones, right? Think about amethyst, think about citrine, think about aquamarine, right? Think about uh, aventurine, right? Think about onyx. Think about all of these stones. The think about calcite. You know what I'm saying? Think about copper, right? So stones is one thing. Precious metals is another thing. So they have precious stones and you got precious metals. All of them are advertised to do something. We know what the use case of copper is. So what copper is advertised to do, tomorrow when we wake up, it's not mysteriously going to stop doing what it's advertised to do. So for as long as man has been in contact with these particular stones and these metals, they have done what they have advertised to do. They have done what they've promised to do. So technically, this kind of could be the most secure investment if you think about it, because this stuff, the use case for it is not necessarily going to fluctuate, right? The necessity and the need for it, like people should want more copper now, right? Because copper, what? Copper is anti-funk. It's anti. It kills germs. You know what I'm saying? Silver is antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial. So you're going to see fluctuations in the prices of silver going up. You're seeing fluctuations of prices in copper going up, right? And always you're going to see the fluctuation of prices in gold going up because that's always going to be dealing with the currency markets. Yes, copper is antimicrobial, right? So if I'm not going to give away all of the game today, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember all of last year, or a lot last year, I was giving recommendations to say, yo, if you want to break out with a very thoughtful company, you know what I'm saying? This is how you should apply it, you know? And, I don't know. I don't know why people be sitting in on my lives and shit, because they the ones be running with all these goddamn ideas of mine. The family don't be snatching them up and shit. They snatch the low-hanging fruit and then they try to hum a stunt like that was their ideas. And it's like, nah, that's corny. You should have went and got the multi-million-dollar idea that we gave away for free. Yeah, so I noticed last year during the lockdown, right? The store with the longest lines, bar none, every single day. Not even the liquor store had a line as long as the crystal store. So the crystal store was open every single day. I think 6 days out of 7, because I think that they close out here on Mondays, right? But they had the longest line consistently. To this day, they still have some of the longest lines of a retailer. They don't have no job, no problem hiring people, right? They're flushing cash. They're doing business, big business. You feel me? Because people, millennials in particular, are being led to the intrinsic properties of stones and metals, and they're embracing them. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the use case for them is all the way up. So these stones are never going to stop doing what they're advertised to do. That's why they appreciate with value. They never depreciate. You'll never see a stone depreciating where it's like, oh, that shit is like glass. We don't need it no more. That's never the case. If anything, due to, lack of popularity, it might fall down just a little bit until it's rediscovered or until its calling comes, right? Meaning that whatever use case that it has is something that the people of that time need. Because there's mad different things that you can utilize these stones for. So people be needing amethyst. They're like, yo, I want to be calm and reserved. Or people want to get their bread up, so they gravitate towards money stones. Or they want to clear their energy, right? Or radiation is an issue, so now they want to go and get shungite, right? So shout out to all of the jewelers out there. Shout out to all of the collectors of stone, the lover of stones. My name happens to even etymologically mean stone, right? The name that my mama gave me, which was Paul, it means stone. It means horse as well. And that explains my fascination with polo when I was growing up. Let me give a shout out to all of the booster them. You know what I'm saying? The only boosters we acknowledge. You know what I'm talking about? We don't acknowledge them booster shots, god damn it. We acknowledge them boosters, right? Love and loyalty, double L, shout out. Okay? So, yeah, my love for polo when I was a child, you know what I'm saying? It was in alignment with me getting to know myself because my name means horse. And my name starts with P. And I have a 4-letter name like Polo. My name is Paul. Same shit. If you take the vowels out, which is AU, right? The vowels of my name is AU, and AU is gold. If you take the vowels out of Polo, which is O's, you're going to be left with PL. Same way. And I'm a Scorpio, and I was born in, Pluto is a planet. So I be going through all of this shit trying to make sense of all sense. Right? This is me sitting with myself, getting to know myself. I recommend that you do the same for you. You feel me? So, yeah, all of this talk about boosters and booster shots, they are they're conjuring up the dead spirits of boosters. So now they have a boosting epidemic that is gripping the country, right? Let me see if I can find this footage. This shit mad funny. They are shutting down mad retail spots because they can't contain the boosting. The boosting is out of control. They are doing steaming, right? When I used to boost, we were steamers. So we would go and we would grab the entire inventory of the store and we would run out, right? And we would brandish box cutters, razors, ice picks, swords, and gats, and dare anybody to play the hero. And thankfully, 9 out of 10 times they wouldn't, right? And that's how we ate. And, this is not an open call or recommendation for you to do the same, But I consider it retail reparations. So I'm really the wrong person to be giving you a PSA about boosting. Anyway, look at these stores, right? You ain't nothing left to boost.
She can't get here from China quick enough. This shit
There's
very
nothing left to boost. They done boosted everything. They boosting the prices, nigga.
Jesus.
They boosting the prices, beloved.
It's getting real scarce. Scarce factor's crazy.
They boosting the prices, beloved.
I
Yeah.
guess we, do more with less.
Look at this shit.
Feel me? That's the lesson.
How you gonna run a retail business like that?
Jesus. Shit is getting real scarce.
Somebody's not telling the truth out here.
Scarce factor's crazy.
Look at these stores. How you keeping up a business looking shabby like that?
Factor's crazy.
Somebody's not telling the truth, man.
Do more with less.
Do more with less. That's our lesson.
Do more with less.
You know, you let them figure this shit out. You got to do more with less, right? The call for minimalism, that call been went out.
Shit, Barrington. Feel me? She can't get here from China quick enough.
Can't get here from China quick enough.
Barrington.
But that ain't what I wanted to show y'all.
Jesus.
I had something else. Wasn't that either. I don't know if I have it. I probably don't. And it was just rampant boosting. And they were showing the footage of them steaming stores and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that right now. You feel me? I think that you know what time it is. If you live in a major city, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is turning up. Why? Because they got on masks. They're allowing you to wear masks. The stores are understaffed, right? The prices is too damn high, and niggas is out of work, right? And the whole atmosphere of a pandemic got people feeling like they don't got nothing to lose. So they are boosting at an all-time high. On top of the fact that these stores are going through scarcity issues and supply issues, right? All of that stuff is insured. So the stores still get the money, whether, there's retail theft or not. Walgreens has to shut down mass stores in particular particular neighborhood. I think like they in San Francisco. San Francisco got an opioid problem, you know what I'm saying, and a homeless issue, right? And they got a issue of pricing, right? Those people are being priced out of those environments. So they are punishing them right now, right? Walgreens had to shut down. You feel me? So, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And they are kind of making it easy for boosters to boost. Because it's like, shit, they ain't paying. They're not the things that they should be prioritizing, like security. They're not prioritizing those things, right? They got one employee running an entire establishment. They don't even got enough money that they're allocating for security. You feel me? And then the police is on strike, so you can't even call it Jake if it's not grand larceny, right? So I hope I'm not giving nobody no extra tips, you know what I'm saying? But if you late on your rent, my niggas, you need to get it by any means. You feel me? Shoot. All that free money out there. Now let me stop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all of the stuff that they have put on our plate that they're forcing you to lift like this. They're forcing you to lift all this shit on your plate.
Me and my friend, Mr. Rose, here to
right? This is all the stuff that they putting on you in society. You gotta lift all this shit up and pay rent. That's 2021 in a nutshell. That's 2021 in a nutshell, right? That's how much shit they's piling on your plate in 2021, and they expect you to do motherfucking squats with that shit. That's 2021 in a nutshell, y'all. You feel me? Your man come through and he help you and he give you a hand and all of that. And you really think that you got this shit figured out until you get to the fourth quarter and you think that you're going to be doing some power squats and your legs give out. You feel me? And you got to put all of that shit on its side. That's 2021 in a nutshell. You feel me? So I like analogies, that they seem to, aid and assist and cut through the algorithm, right, that much more quicker. So there's a lot of things going on in the world. I don't know where y'all want to start at, you feel me? But I always feel like as much information that I come across in a day, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever for me to hold on to any of this information. I be wanting to unpack it, you know what I'm saying? Unload it like somebody can use this. It don't make no sense being boarded up in my mental attic. You feel me? So, yeah, y'all people was asking me what I think about Alec Baldwin. Again, people have been making wonderful points, and I really want to put this in the hands of the astrological detectives that we have out here. These niggas be cosmo forensic detectives. I want to put it in y'all hands, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit definitely has something to do with the moon aspect of this Aries moon, right? I was given instructions, avoid all conflicts, right? That was the instructions I was given dealing with this moon. I also did a clearing. We did a shout out to Sacred Secret. We did a full moon ceremony at her spot, the Zimbar, on Wednesday. And we did a clearing. I gave away mad clothes. You know what I'm saying? I had to make room. It's a harvest moon. It's a hunter moon. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of know that this energy is in the air. And we're going into Scorpio. We're going into the season of death. Right? So your man sets it off. Right? Under this Aries energy. This fucking Aries that was born the day before 4/4. You dig what I'm saying? Claps a goddamn cinematographer and hits the director behind her. If she's not part of the goddamn movie, why are you pointing a gun and firing at somebody that's not even on set? That's a whole nother conversation. A conversation prior to that is that, there was a alleged, there was supposed to be, a strike that takes place between the union that governs the people that deal with the grips and the staffs and all of that good stuff, right? And then it's the factor of, again, in my particular methodology or cosmology, the number 44 means a lot of things. One of the main things it means is Mars, which is Aries, right? Which is dust, which is rust. Which is not dust, but rust and iron. The movie's name is Rust. So rust, blood, shot in the heart, heartaches, shooting, all of these equal to number 44 in gematria. Right? Look, the killing that took place in 84 on set was a 44 Magnum. Right? Brandon Lee got killed by a 44. So I'm just waiting for them to say what gun this nigga bodied the lady with had to be a 44. And again, he's a doppelganger of Donald Trump. Donald Trump had a, unexpected trajectory. And, he's a doppelganger of the 44th president. I keep telling y'all, right? Donald Trump is the 44th president. He is the twin doppelganger of Obama, who is the, de facto or the bootleg 44th president. There's a president called Grover Cleaver. He was the president twice, the 22nd and the 24th. Google this shit, man. One thing that I do not fucking do, and pardon my Moorish Latin, I don't lie to y'all, right? I don't be getting up here trying to sound fucking deep and telling you something that's not verifiable, right? Or these niggas would have been made fucking videos. Okay? So I ain't telling you something that's not true, even if it sounds outlandish. Trust me, there's something to it. Okay? Yeah, that was one hell of a bullet. You went from having a fake bullet to a real bullet that goes through motherfuckers. Right? What type of Western was that, nigga? You shot 2 people with 1 bullet? Okay, he's a 5 club. So we just went through the whole club thing because I know the 6 club was last Saturday. That's my card. I'm a messenger card. So the 5 club was, if mine was, okay, that was Sunday. The next day, all right, whatever. Like I said, the cardologists and the astrologists, right? Y'all niggas need to get on your forensic job because if the shit was R. Kelly, there'll be a 1,000 fucking decodeds. Anytime a melanated person gets into a tizzy, you niggas start cosmically decoding and undressing them. And all of that information, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas ain't even do one for, let me not even, I don't even want to call this nigga's name on this live. But, you know, there was ones that was more, you know, needed for y'all to do that I ain't even see y'all do. You feel me? So, why, you know, somebody needs to be breaking down this shit. It's all entertainment at the end of the day. You can utilize it as a teaching lesson. Show people how this shit manifests. Pull this nigga's chart up. You know what I'm saying? Do that fancy shit that y'all do. He shot a gun at the camera people. And he's not being charged with murder? Because he thought it was unloaded. Who loads a prop gun on set with real bullets? Right? With the anticipation that the dodo bird actor is going to shoot the shit at somebody. So, you know, there's more than meets the eye. And I would really advise against delving too deep into Hollyweerd, you know, matters, because there's always some shit that you can't see. Right? Unless, again, you bring the psychics and the astrological forensic motherfuckers in this community to the table, then they're gonna tell you some shit that, you know, that you can only see through the black mirror, nigga. But don't attempt to approach this shit with a rational mind, because the shit took place in Hollywood, right? And they're look at all of these 3 the hallway. Yeah, look at that fucking love triangle, right? So there is a Western coming out that Idris Elba's in, that Jay-Z and them had produced. You feel me? That shit is called, is it called 3 the hallway? Is it called 3 the hallway? Anybody know the name of the movie? The black Western is coming out. All these niggas is doing Westerns all of a sudden. You feel me? Tell me the last Hollywood blockbuster that you know about. I'll wait, right? But I'm only going to give you like 2 or 3 minutes. When was the last Hollywood blockbuster? Right? They got us talking about Hollywood as if that shit even exists, as if it's relevant. Hollywood been dead. It been burnt. Hollywood died with Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, Harder They Fall. Okay, Harder They Fall to me sounds like 3 the hallway. Yeah, so the harder they fall. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, and they said that the shit is ultraviolet, right? All right, Endgame, Black Panther. Okay, we're living in Endgame right now, right? Black Panther's a wrap, right? Black Panther's a wrap. That's that. There'll never be another one of those, right? So what's the last Hollywood blockbuster? This is 2021, niggas. When is the last Hollywood blockbuster that they had? Yeah, Dune is on HBO. The youngins don't know about Dune. Dune is going to be a wonderful movie, but it's not going to be a box office smash. Because the niggas don't know about Dune. Y'all don't even know about Dune. Right? So when we talking about when is the last Hollywood blockbuster? Because these niggas allegedly are spending millions of dollars, but everybody's talking about a Netflix special with Dave Chappelle, right? So what are the Hollywood blockbusters? Hollywood is dead. Do not allow these people to utilize your energy to conjure up some shit. And Scorpio season is already dead, right? Us talking about this nigga in his movie as if the shit is relevant. No, this shit ain't relevant. Hollywood is dead. I ain't buying into that. Fuck out of here. Yeah. These niggas, the Baldwin brothers, been getting away with murder. Just like the Sheen brothers been getting away with murder. Right? In Hollywood. How much dirt you think that they got on them? For the last 30 or 40 years. Okay? Yeah, none of that shit is sticking. Nothing that Hollywood throws out is biting. None of it. All of this shit that we talk about is part of a streaming service now. Right? The game done changed. So, fuck the movies. Magic, I'm gonna leave any conversations and talks about dreams to you, because that's your realm. That's your domain. I want to see you do a lot more. I want to see you turn up and become the queen of dreams, and you should be the go-to that everybody goes to get their dreams interpreted. Magic Ma'at, right? You interpret dreams for the stars. People need to know about you. So if y'all in this chat, follow the sister. She's in the chat with y'all. Her name is Magic Ma'at, and she's amazing at what she does. You feel me? And I observed her coming to the fullness of her power. I wouldn't even say it's the fullness, because she's just getting in. So she got a ways to go. You know what I mean? But I seen her get into her stuff. I seen her make her predictions. I seen her come back from the astral plane and have enough faith, right, to share these things with people. What is faith? Right? Faith is, I'm telling you shit without evidence to back it up. That's faith, right? I'm going to put it before you, before the evidence even catch up to itself, right? And I'm going to stand on this shit like it's truth. That is fucking faith. And she's done that on numerous occasions, because she's came back out of dream realm. She's made predictions about the things that she's seen in dream realm, and she put it in front of you hateful, doubting motherfuckers. Not y'all. I'm just talking about the internet and how vicious and mean the internet can be to our people who are coming into their gifts, right? We don't give them time. You feel me? We want to parody and make fun of everything. And then she'll put the shit out. Boom! And it'll come motherfucking true. Celebrities, shit that you can see sprawled across mainstream media, right? Things that you like, oh, she's not in cahoots with these people to get some extra likes and some followers. It's like, no, she's in her bag. Hey, Hadia, I'm going to hit you up, Hadia. I got to speak to you, right? So there's amazing individuals in our community. There's amazing people that are right amongst us that have beautiful gifts. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if we can look at individuals that are in our collective, that are in our community, that are part of our timelines, and we see them coming into their magic, turning their magic all the way to fuck up, like Hadia says, right? If we see that and we observe it, then that will make us not necessarily look towards them and idolize their magic, but you be like, God damn, so what's my magic? Not at the expense of yours, but, how do I find mine? Because it has to be here. Why? Because I'm sharing space with magical people, right? And they say that pigeons don't fly with eagles, so I must have some eagle wings. That's how that shit works. That's how you should be able to look at one another and see mirrors, within yourself. And look, Every mirror is not smooth as a baby's ass, right? Some mirrors got blemishes in them. Some mirrors got cracks in them. Some mirrors are double mirrors. You feel me? Some mirrors are shit. Look at this. This is a black mirror. You see this shit? Right? Some mirrors is different. Please stay. Yeah, so all mirrors ain't the same. You know what I mean? But you have to be comfortable, like, I don't like how I look in the mirror. You gotta find a way to even like love your distortions. You feel me? Like my ears they're not the same. Like one of them is slightly higher than the other. So when I wear glasses, the shits is like kind of tinted and slanted, right? Unless I looked in the mirror, I wouldn't know that. And initially when I started looking in the mirror, it was uncomfortable because I'm like, yo, I can't get my glasses straight. I would have to like do weird things with my ears. And then till I was like, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I like this imperfection. I'm going to just live with it. I'm going to be the person with slanted glasses. You feel me? And then it went away. What went away? Not the fact that my glasses were slanted, the fact that I even cared about it. Not even the fact, kind of sort of, that I recognized it. Unless I really was reminding myself, then I would catch it again. But the fact that I even cared about it, that shit disappeared. You can do the same thing for yourself. You feel me? You can do the same thing for yourself. Consistently, trust me. You know? I don't even know, what the whole idea or concept of perfection is. Like, I saw this in my memories the other day, right? I posted this 4 years ago. Truth be told, this is like the illest glow up ever. Who would have ever expected that the juicing revolution would be spearheaded by Styles P? The shit that we can't even plot or plan for. That's the type of universe that we exist in right now. That's the space that we're at. You know what I mean? It's totally unpredictable. And that's a good thing. Right? That's a good thing for people who invite, the unpredictable into their life. Now, I know there's a lot that goes along with order. You feel me? There's a lot that goes along with order. And, who wouldn't want order in their life? You feel me? But there's so much unpredictability right now. And that could potentially mean that you can technically do or be any and everything that you want to be, right? Because nothing technically is here to rule it out. You feel me? This is the most undifferentiated, unpredictable space and place that we are ever in, that we've ever been in, right? Which means that it's like, yo, we can get anything done. You feel me? We could get anything done right now. You know? This is I wrote this post earlier and I really wanted to elaborate on it. And it is the fact that based on what we're looking at right now for the last going on 2 years, right? What it means is that everything is programmable, right? Everything is programmable. We participated and we witnessed a social experiment that was global. And what did it show you? It showed you that reality is programmable, right? Because we're doing things collectively as a planet now that we weren't doing collectively 2 years ago. Case in point, everybody wasn't wearing masks, right? Now, I take the China bus, right? And I used to go to Chinatown a lot. So one of the main things that we have known about Asian people for the last 5, 6, 7 years is that they used to be the only ones walking around with masks on. And niggas used to be like, yo, what do they know that we don't? I'm talking about 2016, 2017, 2018, right? Even prior to that, You go to Chinatown and you stay seeing Asians and they got masks on. And you was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Because nobody smokes cigarettes more than them niggas. So I'm like, is the shit because of cigarette smoke? Is that why they got on masks? These niggas used to, bro. Them old ladies used to have the mask on, and you like, what do they know that I don't know? 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. They always had on masks, right? So this is a undifferentiated void that we find ourselves in, right? And chaos is very malleable, right? It's chaos. You feel me? It's chaos. You can create whatever you want in states of chaos. This is why there is a scramble to the finish line, right? You didn't know that you was in a race, did you? You feel me? No, you are in the race. I'm not counting you out. You feel me? Because you got melanated, Asiatic, African stock in you, goddammit. So you can run this race, right? Better than anybody else can. You feel me? Think about this. Now there's a difference, right? And I would say, oh, the more African, the better. You have a slight advantage because let's take Somalians, let's take Kenyans, right? Why are they masters at the marathon? Because of high altitude. You feel me? Because of high altitude, right? And your advantage is they can run long distances. Your advantage is that you ran learning how to jump over shit. You know what I'm saying? So they can run long distances, but you can run an endurance race like Donkey Kong, nigga. You know how to jump over barrels. You know how to jump over barbed wire. You know how to run from police. You know how to outrun dogs. You know how to jump over cars. You feel me? You know how to drop, rock, and roll. You know all that shit. Right? They ain't been through that. This is your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Now the key would be to merge those two realities together and get some offsprings from that and create some motherfucking super babies, but that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah, you niggas got hurdling skills, right? You a triathlete, you feel me? They long distance runners and shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't suggest that you try to, run them in a race like that. Long distance, you feel me? But you might get them in a sprint. But you can't get them long distance. You feel me? So with all that being said, we are in the race to the finish line. And in this particular race, as long as you remind yourself that you're running, you know what I mean? The miles that you cover, the endurance, the fact that you have not, you might have stopped to take a breath and you might catch the whole bill when you hear. Oh shit, I'm in a race. That's okay. You ain't give up. You just took a break. You just had to get some wind. You just was looking for some water, right? But you ain't give up yet. Okay? Get back in the race. And the race is to the finish line. They are clearly showing you, right, that if you have an agenda, right, and tunnel vision, because these niggas got tunnel vision. They got an agenda and they got tunnel vision. You can't tell them that they crazy. Right? They telling you that you crazy for telling them that they crazy. That's the only thing I'm going to give to them. I'm not going to give nothing else to them, right? I don't like the games that they play. But I will say this. The consistency factor is one to be observed and studied, right? Because they consistent. They consistent with the BS, yo. They consistent with it. They don't take no breaks. It might all be falling apart and they still is in denial. They still not going to fall on their sword and be like, you got us. You got us. There go the smoking gun. No, this shit is gonna look like the end of True Romance. Ain't nothing but smoking guns out here. You know, and they still gonna tell you that you crazy. Right? And I'm like, look, they got every right to. You know what I'm saying? They got every right to. This is they got an agenda. And they are married to that agenda. They're going to die with that agenda. Right? That's what commitment looks like. We got to reverse it to say, what would it look like on us? What would it look like on us? You feel me? I always be like, look, the devil, right? Let's use that euphemism, if you will. Think about him and his starting five. Think about how committed and diligent to fucking devilishment they are, right? They don't take breaks. They don't take days off. They might celebrate, but it's still in the midst of their devilishment. Even in their celebration, they doing some devilish shit. So it's not even a break. They like, look, we're going to carve this baby up and shit, celebrate and drink some blood, get some of this adrenochrome, turn all the way up. You feel me? And then, but 6 a.m., we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Right? Them niggas don't be like, oh man, we caught 1 million bodies. Let's, you know, we did our due. You feel me? Let's take vacation. Yo, they don't sleep. The bad guys don't sleep. And I seen AA say this the other day on his live when he was talking about, you know, when the young dudes was in the hood selling crack, you couldn't sleep, right? You can only sleep if you're rich. You can only sleep if you're rich, right? Only rich people get peaceful sleep. If you poor and living in poverty, nigga, you don't even know what peaceful sleep is, right? You create terms like sleep is the cousin of death and things of that nature, right? If you never had no peace in your life, you would say some shit like that and really agree with it. I'm like, nigga, do you know how peaceful I be sleeping? You feel me? You're not going to jerk me out of that. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. Not that piece of peace. You feel me? But poverty won't allow it. Poverty won't allow you to have a good night of sleep. You know what I mean? So the dudes that be on to the evil shit or the things that we consider to be unbecoming of quote unquote the righteousness, them and they starting five don't take no breaks. And they are committed to that shit. They don't wake up the next morning and be like, I want to be pious. They like, look, burn the boat. Nigga, we not going back. How about that? You feel me? They like put extra fucking coals on hell when I get there, nigga. I can't wait. Committed, nigga. Ain't nothing shaking them out of the resolve of what they have committed themselves to. Right? They're not even trying to get right in the eyes of the Most High. You feel me? It's like the good guys, we have to reaffirm this shit to ourselves every day when we get up. You know what I'm saying? We got to do our, invocations. It's almost like you got to hypnotize yourself to be good. Right? Is evil your default, my niggas? Because you don't even got to think about that shit. It comes naturally. It comes naturally. Look, these people just showing you yourself, man. Everything is mirrors. These people is just showing you yourself. Whoever thought this motherfucking 19 hijackers knocked down the World Trade Center, this is what you bought into. These people are showing you, they're just showing you yourself. Anybody that was like, oh, we need to integrate with these devils because, they wasn't the ones that started slavery and it was their great-great-grandparents. They showing you yourself. This is what you bought into, right? This is what you bought. This is what you bought. This is what you bought into. This is the ideal that you bought into. This is the motherfucking basement of the house that you integrated into, right? You forgot to open the door and they had some horrendous shit taking place behind that door. You just never went into it, right? Now you getting around to getting the keys out the attic and going into the basement and opening that shit up. And you're like, oh my God, what the fuck was going on? Nigga, it's been going on all the while you was upstairs in that charred out apartment or that crib, you know what I'm saying? Trying to refurbish burnt up furniture because you wanted to do what white folk been doing all along, you know, because that's how you equate being American. I got to do white shit. If I can't do white shit, if I can't experience the privilege of what it means, what to feel like being white in America, then I've never really experienced Americanism. So the first opportunity that they gave to people to act white, what did they do? Oh, I'm going to practice discrimination and segregation. It's like, damn, wasn't we just fighting against that shit last year? But melanated people is the loudest people in the front of the line telling you that you need to get the Jabbington or put your mask on or obey the rules and all of that shit, right? They the motherfucking, they got deputized to be the police for white supremacy. It didn't even take a year, right? Because this is what they always wanted to begin with. They always wanted to begin with, right? You just wanted to be a little more white, not a little bit more black in society. Because what does that shit look like? Unity. Unity, right? Black communities, right? You drawing the line and telling the D-boys and the drillers and the trappers, if you kill another motherfucking baby, right? I'm taking heads off, nigga, and putting them on pikes and hanging them shits up like dirty motherfucking sneakers on a light pole. Okay? For mine. While we get these police straightened. You niggas, y'all either with us or against us. You feel me? Yeah, Spike Lee spiked up. Spike Lee got the spike protein. That's his next movie. Yeah, that's his idea of jungle fever. Fuck out of here. Right? Black folks have always wanted to taste what it tastes like to be white in America because that's the only way that they can equate experiencing the fullness of Americanism that they have been sold all their lives. Right? They have already convinced themselves that they're not enough. So what's the next best thing? It's to be white. And what? I'm the only one telling you that these niggas have been inching towards whiteness all of their lives. You feel me? And stop fucking telling me that, you know, black people got blonde hair from Polynesia. Y'all just found that out because of the internet, nigga. Right? These motherfuckers been walking around here with platinum blonde hair thinking that they Marilyn Monroe. Not tonight. Let's not do this tonight, y'all. Like I said, I was born on a Friday, so my freestyles is, my shit is better on Fridays. Let's just not do this tonight. Okay? Because my mama's about to talk at the New Life Expo, so I can't tell no lies. You feel me? And I got to get my bars up. Because I'm like, I need to be at the New Life Expo talking, you know, at some point. I'm definitely proud of her. She's going to be at the New Life Expo tomorrow. Talking that talk, right? I got it from my mama. Got it from my mama. My mama be, you know, she got bars. Y'all never really heard her really, really go in her bag, but she taught me how to do it. How your body rebuilds itself in less than 365 days, right? She's going to be lecturing tomorrow, 7 o'clock, I believe, at the New Life Expo. That's in Manhattan on 34th Street. Shout out to Mama. Look, I found this footage. This is from 2015, right? We used to get invited to go to the UN. They wanted us to see this shit in 2015, right? I'm going to show you the elder that brought us there. This is a master elder. Her name is Queen Mother Moore, right? Queen Mother More Marable in particular. She is the person who they got Sister Act from. This is her. Queen Mother over here, she is the person who they wrote the movie Sister Act for. She was a nun and all of that shit. The same shit. Whoever, what's her name? Whoopi Goldberg was supposed to be in Sister Act. That was her. Queen Mother More, the elder. And shout out to her right there. That's a twin, right? Infinite goddess. She's a god body. Shout out to her. Or goddess. A earth. They used to bring us to the UN back in the days. You feel me? And I used to sit in on General Assembly, and we used to go to the NGO meetings. You feel me? We used to go to all of the NGO meetings in that building. The shit that I heard them say, right? I have attempted on numerous occasions to put people on to, and niggas just ain't ready for this type of conversation, right? Because the realest shit in that building was told to me by Africans. You feel me? By African diplomats. And they was like, nigga, you don't stand a chance. Right? Until y'all boss up and get your own motherfucking flag and nation and get a seat at the table. They said when we come here and we speak to Americans, we can't speak to y'all because you don't have a seat at the table. There's only one person that sits under that American flag at that table, and it's a white man, nigga. It's not you. He's like, we seen your videos and all of that. He's like, we watch y'all niggas on YouTube. We know who you are. You feel me? We know who y'all are. They said, look at this, right? And this shit go deep. And you seen this just recently with the Haitians, right? They said, we got a 19-year-old. Okay, so they was telling us they had wanted to, the reason they had brought us in there, they wanted me and my brother to head up the media division, right? And they had allocated some programs, right? They wanted to cut a check. The media division, they wanted us to do a hip-hop newspaper for youth, but globally. So the Africans was telling us about the hip-hop communities that exist globally just outside of America. They're like, look, y'all is not the only niggas with this. Y'all have exported us around the world. Hip-hop is a language that's universal. Globally, they was like, under the guise of tapping into them stories, you feel me? They wanted me to go around the world and do this shit, right? But it's, you know, there was some other stuff going on and I ain't gonna get into, you know. I mean, this is where I was there. I had learned about the global climate shit. I had learned about the jabs, you feel me? Because they had Europeans, right? And white American women, elders, older ones, right? Who had been found out what time it was with the global agendas, and they was telling on their brothers, husbands, cousins, and everything. So when I would go to lunch, they would be in my ear telling me the whole motherfucking play. Like, look, this person is doing this, and this global agenda is based on this, and don't believe climate change. That shit is globalization. They trying to take the planet over with that. That was in 2015, nigga. That was in 2015. You feel me? I was going back to 125th and trying to explain this shit to people. These motherfuckers was not ready like they not ready right now. In this community. These niggas was promoting motherfucking vaccines in 2019. Look. Y'all don't even know the half, man. But my time is running out. I got like 20 seconds left. I might come back on. My lady not home yet, so, you know, I could talk shit until she get in. So when this live finish, I'm going to come right back on. Because I want to tell y'all the rest of what I learned when I used to be at the UN. All right? Peace.